right, I don't know if you can hear that, but it is a nice, steady rain hitting the windshield of the Pitboss F350 as I am westbound. It says it's 35 degrees. There's plenty of salt trucks out this morning. On this happy Thursday, day 20 of 60, we are back. This is the beginning of the last split, the third split, however you'd like to word it. And it is the first season. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It is the first season that there is no special Seaduck season. So in the Atlantic Flyway, whatever state you're in, when duck season is open, that's when you can go hunt sea ducks. And that is exactly what we're doing this morning. I probably jinxed myself, I guess, in a way. The first 19 days were good ones. Good ones. I think there was 2 in there that had my attention as far as winds go, the forecast, the marine forecast. But these next 3 days, it's just going to be flat out windy, and today is just going to be a steady rain. Depends on what you look at, anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of rain. So it is what it is, but it does feel good to be back. For me personally, listen to myself. Yes, of course, for me, because and it is personally, because there goes one of Worcester County's finest deputy sheriffs passing me. Noah Daniel, thinking of you, we are. Yes, it was good timing. What am I trying to say? The split. Let me concentrate here. The first split. Sorry. It's actually between the second and the third split. Nice little break. And it fit nicely. I don't know about next year, how I'll feel about it or how I'll deal with it. But specifically this year with PBHQ, nice break in there to try to get a few things done. So, again, next year, I'm not so sure. Got to watch what I'm doing here. Oh, there is a road. I thought he was doing a U-turn. I am on Route 50. I don't know what the road is actually called here. Ocean Gateway, possibly? That's what I'll go with. Ocean Gateway. But Route 50, man, I'm getting warm. Shorts and flip-flops. I guess I got the temperatures dialed up just a little bit too strong for myself here finally. There we go. Yes, I will focus. I have kind of settled in this morning. A little bit of a rush. Again, been almost a 3-week break. Just want to make sure I had everything covered. Don't forget anything. I did forget my phone Pelican case. Did have to walk back in for that. I didn't forget it because I hadn't left, so I won't say I forgot it, because I did leave the house with it, not without it. Yes. Settled in for the drive. About an hour, 20 minutes. It's not hateful. Flat and straight. Generally and typically. But yes, it does feel good to be back. Do a nice, third of the season's gone, so we've got 2/3 to go. Time flies. But next week, let me see, this coming weekend, the following weekend is Christmas. So what's that make it, about 11 days away, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. My math, calendars, all that stuff. I'm not that highly of an educated person, so some of these things I struggle with without looking at something, excuse me. But ooh, all right, very good morning to you. I was about to end it until part 2, the post-hunt show. I did paint a bunch of decoys. Still got a little bit to go on them. Did not get them all done. I never get everything done. Headed to Oakview Farms. I don't think Charlie was looking for him really to gun him till Saturday. So, have seen a couple duck boats already this morning. Folks taking advantage of opening day of the third split. Possibly the weather. That didn't feel really good. I don't remember those being there. We're going past Route 610, Whaleyville Road. What's the significance of that is Pitboss World Headquarters is on the corner of Whaleyville Road, Route 610, and Peerless Road. So, all right, enough of me rambling. I'm going to sip on some more of Wawa's finest. WAWA. Hopefully the roads are warm enough. I think they are. Well, it's cold yesterday morning, though. Painting decoys out in the garage. Well, the little paint shop that is in the garage. So, all right, I appreciate you following along. Thank you very much. Fingers crossed. Got good positive thoughts. And I will talk with you later this morning. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I don't have my seatbelt on again. But I'm going to try to rewind here and think about what I had started all the way back on Thursday. That was day 20 of 60. Friday would have been day 21, obviously, and Saturday was day 22, and this is Monday, day 23 of 60. Rewind, Thursday. Wow. It rained when I stepped out of the house in the morning, and it never stopped. And although they were calling for it to be 54, 55, as I drove home heading east, I think the truck said it was 39, and I talked on the phone. With the heater cranked, I talked on the phone the whole ride home, so the majority of the conversation was with Chris Wilhelm, Pole Building Outfitters, catching up on PBHQ, Pitboss World Headquarters, the farm, Peerless Road, whatever you'd like to call it. Looks like a little bit of ice there on the canal. I think it is ice on the canal. Christmas lights are showing the reflection on ice, I believe, there. But yes, I talked to Chris most of the drive home, and because it was raining so good, we've got a leak. The roof is leaking, and what better way to check it than to go and take a look, which ironically enough, the leak that normally leaks was not leaking, and there were two other ones that have not showed up before. So with the pole barn post frame construction, metal sides and metal roof, everything is attached with a screw that has a gasket, and I think Chris said there was like 23,800 screws calculated in, on, through PBHQ, however you want to look at it. And sometimes they don't get torqued down enough, sometimes they get torqued down too much, sometimes the gasket is compromised straight up from the get-go. So anyway, he was headed there. Yeah, as I drive, I need to try to think clearly. What was I saying about the screws? So sometimes, yeah, with all those screws and putting them in quickly, the fellas work fast. Occasionally, well, obviously there's a good chance for something to, again, not get torqued down too much, torqued too much and or the gasket's just bad. So I was going to go by anyway, and Chris was headed there, so we ended up walking around, talking, climbed a ladder or two inside. Stairs and steps are not in yet. We just kind of did a quick walk through. No punch out list was made or anything like that, but just kind of more of a mental thing of where we're at, what more we need to do. So that was Thursday. Yes, so Friday they did get in and finish some hangers needed to be done. There was 2 double joists needed to be made. They did get up on the roof on Friday. Was not raining. They did get up on the roof, and I've got to remember here to hit the post office. I'm not hitting the post office, but the post box here. Post office is way off to my right, and although I did get in there the other morning with a bag of Gam's Christmas cards, I'm not going in there today. I'm going to hit this post box here. What's she got? I think she only has like 3 cards. Oh. She a cool one now. She is a cool one. Oh. There we go. All right. Check that off my list. Back to Friday. So yeah, they got a lot done on Friday, and day 21 of 60, because Thursday was kind of messed up. Birds did not cooperate. My first choice was too windy. Man, I'm all over the place, aren't I? First choice was too windy. I think I may have said that prior on Thursday. And Friday, the forecast is even worse. Local group, well, a couple hours away, 2 hours away. I'll call that local. Said, you know what? I told him how, painted at the picture as conservatively as I could. Is that a good way to describe it? I think so, yeah. As conservatively as I could. And they just said, hey, if it's too windy for the ocean, let's do it next year, or let's reschedule. I said, well, they said, let's reschedule. And then I said, well, have to be next year. Currently full. So they said, no problems, let's do it next year. So that's my daily struggle with guiding is just that. It's a service. I want to give them the best experience that they can, as well as I'm taking their money. So it's just that juggling act of, if I know it's not going to be as advertised. Well, if I know it's not going to be as advertised and I say so, and they still choose to do it, I feel that would be on them, not me, because I've told them maybe it's not the thing to do. So, that said, that is my biggest anxiety, my biggest struggle daily with guiding. Like, first off, what's the weather doing? And because of what the weather's doing, where can we go and what can we do, and how successful will we be? So it did not go on Friday. Saturday I did, again, kind of guys that weren't driving very far. And I set the picture up I set the picture up actually on Thursday. That was one of my phone calls too, because Kevin had texted while I was in the boat. So I did not lie. I just did not remember that instead of 2 phone calls, I made 3. And he was one of them. So we touched base again on Friday at noon. He said he was going to be driving at 2 to get to OCMD. And I said, well, I'll try to make my decision by noon. So I can remember leaving PBHQ. I don't know if I had the trailer with me or not. Anyway, left PBHQ, talking with Kevin, and I just said, man, I know it's going to be the kind of thing where if I tell you not to come down, I will wake up and say, oh my goodness, we could have went. And quite possibly, here's that light again, which I don't see any headlights. No headlights. Boom. I rolled through that one. I'm a bad person. It was one of my notes I left Karen this morning. I leave Karen notes typically each morning. I'm going to sidestep that. And I'm laughing because yesterday, as we came up to that light, it did the same thing where there wasn't. Now, this is in broad daylight. And there was not a soul in sight any which way, and the light turns. And I just told her about in the mornings, I roll through. And I was applying the brake yesterday morning, and thankfully, the red turned to green. So, where am I in my story? I don't know. That's how my mind works. I can't remember. Notes, yes. Yeah, I'm going to sidestep all that. But I do leave Karen notes each morning. And I fill her Yeti up with hot water, so he will be temperature adjusted. Temperature adjusted? I don't know if it's... I guess that's really what it does. Adjust the temperature of the stainless. Anyway, I do that for her too. So I don't even know where I'm at. Yes, so with Kevin, it's just that kind of thing where I know if I say don't come down, I'll wake up saying, hey man, we could have went, and vice versa. And he said, well, let's just do it. I said, well, worst case is, I said, well, let's go out slow in case the ocean is big. And if it is messed up, we'll just have you back some other time. So he thought that was a good plan. His party of 4 was a party of 3, so I thought even if it is kind of chunky, shoot one less limit, we wouldn't have to sit there as long. And it was incredibly slow. I have no reasonable explanation why. No reason why. It was so slow. And it wasn't, although the ocean was mixed, it was not bad sitting there. My only regret on Saturday is that, it was a weird sound. It came off the road. My only regret is, and basically Karen and I had our little meeting yesterday morning, our mending of the minds, getting on the same page. I told her, I have to, although crab meat is very expensive these days, I just have to bite the bullet, make sure that I... Uh-oh. Hey.
I can always tell.
All right, I am back. Got my Wawa coffee. Got some apple slices. Apple slices are good. Excuse me, their apple slices are good, I gotta say. All right. I really have no idea where I'm at. Have I lost you yet? Is this even mildly entertaining? I don't know. I don't know where I was at. I don't know. I'm laughing because I just don't know. Yes. So I don't know where I really am, but I'm going to go back and say, the wind and the weather is one of my biggest anxieties, my trials and tribulations, and just like today, overnight, small craft advisory. It's supposed to end at 7 a.m. this morning. Northwest 20, 25 gust to 30. It is forecast to fall off throughout the morning, but I'm headed to the inlet. But I mean, looking at what I can find on my phone, it's again, it's an hour delayed or so, but it's northwest at 8 knots, 9 knots, 10 knots, which I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Damn it, apple's good. There's my one big flag. I have to say, they're just standing out. Not straight, but there it just fell off too. I think we're okay. Later this week, though, I have 3 single-day hunts this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are all single days. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Christmas Eve is, speaking of, I got to get on there, Amazon real quick before I meet my guys. But my mind. Yes. I need to concentrate. Need to get Christmas Eve, yes. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That block today, tomorrow, Wednesday, at least this far out, has my attention. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday just look kind of messy right now. So my only I'm trying to use words. What was I going to say? Solstice? What does that even mean? Has something to do with the sun, doesn't it? Solace, I think. I don't know. I was trying to say my only little asterisk with, how about that asterisk, with Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I believe it's only 2 people. That's subject to change. I always have 6 seats with me, so very easy to get along with as far as that goes. But oh my goodness! All right, enough of this. I might possibly. I tried to put may and might. I may possibly talk a little bit on my way home from day 23 of 60, Monday, December something. I don't know. Is it the 20th? 21st? I don't know. All right, enough of my rambling. Got a smirk on my face as I say that. Thanks for following along. This could be the end, or there could be more. I am back, and I got the old Duca is in my face. He's in the back seat. Rye sitting shotgun. And awesome morning. So, how are the dogs in the truck with me now? I went home, unhitched the duck boat after an awesome, let me repeat, an awesome morning. Number one, I had shooters. You got to have shooters. You don't have to have shooters, but if you want to end up having a banger of a morning, quick morning, I think I was back at the ramp at 10 o'clock. But I had shooters from South Carolina, so I think they had a great time. Bucket list hunt for them. Check 2 more Seaducks off their list, and they are headed towards Chestertown, Molly's place, sporting goods country. Going to hunt with Quaker Neck this afternoon, or not this afternoon. Going to spend the night and hunt with Quaker Neck tomorrow. So, a very good day. Yes, it was a very good day, but to my definition, it was still a little bit on the slow side. We're just kind of doing in singles. They had 5 singles, all drakes, surfs, and commons. And we had 5 come in. There, on the bunch of 5, the train wreck bunch of 5, there was a hen in there, and 4 drake surf scoter. And then the very last, man, we had a bunch, I don't know, 20. I have to go back and watch the footage, but I'll say it was a good bunch of 20. Both the train wreck 5 and the bunch of 20 actually went way past us. I thought I'd lost them. Didn't see them in time and hit them with the flag. And, man, they worked beautifully. So if you want to check them out, get on Instagram at Pitboss Waterfowl. I'm going to have some reels up later today. But it was an awesome morning. Pleasure having people like that aboard. Yeah, it was a good morning. Better hand management today. Been working on that. I did not do a good job on Saturday. Better hand management. I stopped by, gave Karen a kiss, and I told her that. So, better hand management. What do I mean by that? I hate gloves, but I wore gloves. So, my left pinky, it got very cool. I won't say cold, but it got very cool. It was cold, yes. What is it? It's 39 now. It was, I don't know, 28 this morning, but there was a stiff northwest breeze. I just left PBHQ loaded up with decoys. I'm going to transition or segue transition, maybe both. I don't know. Need to look up the definitions of those words, see if I'm using it properly. But transitioning, I don't know. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I went and picked up a bunch of decoys that I carved. 7 mallard, 3 black duck, and 6 wood duck that I am headed to Vienna to deliver. So it actually worked out really nice. Fuck, you know, people driving, man. Anyway, old MFer, it appears to be. I guess I'm going to be in that category sometime soon myself, but on this day, at this time, I'm not going to consider myself to be old yet. So, where am I going with this? Yes, delivered the decoys, worked out well. ETA says, I did punch it in just to see exactly. It said 12:18, and Charlie said, could I get there by 12:30? Yesterday, he was texting back and forth. I said, man, just let me see how quickly I can get off the water, and I will beat feet and make my way towards you after I text you. So anyway, it worked out well. Pups always enjoy a drive in the truck, and it's all good. Happy, good, happy. Weather at the end of the week is not going to make me happy and be good, but we'll deal with that when we get there. So, yes, I need to sit down with Karen. We talk about doing it. Her schedule probably crazier than mine, and we just never do it. But I need to have a dedicated podcast just to PBHQ, Pitboss World Headquarters, the farm, and it's become known as Peerless Road also. I think that's really the way I refer to it as Karen these days. I just say Peerless Road. But that's where I picked the decoys up from. Man, it felt so good to hit the garage door opener, go in there, back in the shop. Well, it's definitely far from being complete, but when I say it's beautiful, the shop is beautiful. 52 feet by 104 feet with an 18-foot ceiling. The side I came in has 2 14 by 14 garage doors, 2 man doors. See, I'm going to be courteous and get out of their way. I'm on Route 50 westbound. And let them merge on. I was not afforded the same courtesy when I got on Route 50 back there by the old MFer, but I left him in my diesel dust. But yeah, so it felt really nice at PBHQ. It felt really nice to get in there, and it's far from being complete, but little baby steps make it feel like the dream will be a 100% reality. So more to follow on that. I really do want to sit down. I actually like to talk with Chris Wilhelm, Pole Building Outfitters, too, and get some of his insight on post-frame construction, pole barn dominiums, barn doors, all these little shortcut names for it. But yeah, it felt good to hit the garage door back in, load up, and keep making my way. So I am rambling 100%. I know this, but appreciate you if you are still following along. Thank you very much. And PBHQ, Pitboss World Headquarters, the farm, Peerless Road, will have a dedicated set that I will improve my quality of our podcast, the Pitboss podcast. I don't know what episode this is, but I do appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Thank you very much, and as always, thinking of you, we are.